Hey, good morning, everyone. I wanted to make this real quick video, kind of like a rundown, to talk about sage and burning it. Um, Throughout my postings and a lot of my uploads, I mentioned that, and I've even demonstrated how I burn sage. And I have been asked, and actually I've been, accused of doing witchcraft, or that I'm not a true believer of God or my creator. And of course, I have corrected the people who have come to me and accused me of this. And I feel that I need to maybe reiterate or maybe make another video explaining what exactly sage is, what exactly the purpose of burning sage, and what the history of sage is. Okay? First of all, let me tell you, I'm not an expert. I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm not claiming to be any type of guru or any type of spiritualist who specializes in burning sage and doing, spiritual incantations, okay? But what I am is I'm a believer of my creator, and definitely a believer of my surroundings, okay? Being either we are in a spiritual world and we are constantly battling spiritual warfare, okay? Me and you, we are human beings, okay? We have a realm that we are in. There's a realm that's outside of us. There's a realm within us. There's always going to be good and evil. There's always the way it's been from the very beginning, okay? Now, let me go ahead and maybe this will help a lot of the Christians out there, a lot of believers out there who are Catholics or Protestants or Lutherans or whatever. When you're in the church and you do the little lighting of the incense, and you do that right before prayer. Incense is the same thing as burning sage. And I say this because the material that is made from incense is a dead plant or dead leaf. Okay? Also, Christians, please remember the story of Christ. The three wise men that brought the gifts. One of the gifts was frankincense. Frankincense is an incense. It is a dried plant. Do you understand where I'm going with this? Where the confusion, and I think where I do believe 100% of the confusion comes from, and the fear comes from, is because a lot of people that practice dark magic, black magic, practice occult, they do burn sage. Their purpose of burning sage has nothing to do with my purpose. The whole purpose of taking sage and burning it is to clear the negative air, the negative ions that we produce, okay? We are balls of energy. Every human being is a ball of energy, okay? So you're going to produce negative energy. You're going to produce negative ions that are going to produce, okay? You're going to need something to balance that out. What chemical makeup? I'm not a chemist. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what chemicals are produced in this plant. I just know that effect does produce positive results from you burning the sage, okay? There's different types of sage. There's a white sage and a blue sage, okay? Now, depending on your beliefs, depending on what you did and what you grew up, okay, I'm going to tell you my experience. I know about blue sage and I know about white sage. I do know that practices, if you do need to get rid of an evil spirit, an evil entity that's either in you, surround you, you need to burn blue sage because it's very strong. It's stronger than white sage. Matter of fact, if you burn it, it almost smells like it's weed, okay, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. real strong smell, burning wood smell. Sage has more of white sage has more of a sweet, pleasant smell. Something that you probably would buy if you were to buy incense. Matter of fact, they sell incense with white sage in it. Okay? So my point is, it's not witchcraft, people. It's something very spiritual. It's something that you need to open your mind and heart to, okay, if you plan on doing it. Now, if you're going to be scary, if you're going to be hesitant, then don't burn it. Because when you burn incense and you have that negative energy and that negative attitude, it's going to come out when you burn that sage. You have to burn the sage with a positive attitude. You have to burn the sage being totally pleasant, asking the universe for what it is that you desire, or what it is that the positive vibes that you want to come. You want to get rid of this negative energy. Okay. So that may be a whole nother video on how to pray and, how to talk to the universe when you do burn sage. Okay. And again, that's probably where people get the confusion of the witchcraft, because again, people of a dark magic, yes, they do burn sage, but their purpose is totally different from what my purpose is, or anybody else who has good intention of burning sage. Okay. Just a side note too, and I want to bring this to people's attention too. Just out the blue, when you have a birthday and people burn or blow out birthday candles, that is a ritual in itself. That is more, dark magic than burning sage, than burning incense. Okay, you have to look it up and research the whole thing of birthday candles and blowing them out and burning. That's a whole nother meaning. Okay, but like I said, people, there's nothing wrong with burning sage. If you know what you're doing, if you feel comfortable with burning sage, then do it. Then do it. But if you feel that you know what you're doing, then continue to do it. Because I know I am. I'm not going to stop burning sage. I feel at peace. I feel at ease. I feel that my spirit is cleansed. Okay. That, along with when you do the prayer that I do, the things I put out in the universe, okay, I feel better when I burn sage. Okay. So for those who tell me don't burn sage, please understand and please research. Yes, it is for me to burn. Okay. It is for you to burn if you're comfortable doing it. Okay. I have a history of burning sage just from my family, my ancestors, and their ancestors. Bible verses that mention sage, there isn't. There is Bible verses that mention incense and burning of dried plants, which is the same thing if you want to reference the Bible. But no, it's not witchcraft. It's nowhere near evil. It's a people who use it who are evil. But I'm not on that level. I'm not of dark magic. Never have been. I don't even proclaim to even have the ability to wipe that power out. What I do have the power is to wipe out the negative energy that's in and around me, just like anybody else. You research, you'll know that you'll have that knowledge and that power too. And with that, I'm going to end that video. I'm sorry I had to drop this quick video, but it's just something that I felt that I needed to do. If you want to continue to be subscribe to me and keep on listening to my good content, I'm gonna still be here. Just takes me a little bit of time to upload because I want to make sure that I have the right information. and I want to just take my time. Quantity is a whole lot better, you know. Excuse me, quality is better than quantity, meaning that I don't need to put them out there as fast as anybody else. I want to take my time. Like always, thank you for watching.